Just 3 months ago, the streets of Beirut were filled with thousands of people displaced by war. Nowadays, the situation is calmer. People crowd cafes, eager to regain a sense of normalcy. But even the dark of night cannot hide the many scars of the war.
When they caught me, the first thing I felt was fear. I'm a supporter of Hezbollah and the resistance, so my phone has many anti-Israel things in it. I'm not a fighter with Hezbollah, but because of what I had in my phone, they can take me to jail for 10 years.
Mustafa was kidnapped by Israeli forces for 3 days in January as he attempted to return to the southern Lebanese village of Hula. His dad and 5 others were also taken. He describes being interrogated, assaulted, and given little food before ultimately being returned to Lebanon.
Now we are more convinced of our need to fight Israel and get them out of our country. Israel has a plan for a greater Israel, and they want our land, our water, everything in Lebanon. Israel says it's from the Nile to the Euphrates.
At least one of those taken with Mustafa was not, to his knowledge, returned to Lebanon. And it's difficult to know how many people remain missing, in part because the government does not release official numbers, and because the situation on the ground is still so fluid. According to Abbas Aboud, the executive director of an educational and advocacy group for disappeared people in Lebanon, many thought to be missing could still be under the mounds of rubble yet to be cleared.
You have to do a process of elimination. Is he dead? If he's a fighter, he might not be in the village, he might somebody else. Was he wounded? Was he just ran away and he's somewhere else? So that takes time.
Adding to the confusion is alleged corruption in Lebanon and a sense of distrust between different factions of society.
We don't know. If the communication is not open, if everybody doesn't talk now, we don't know. We cannot know. If families withhold the information or political parties withhold the information, you cannot really know.
While initial figures of the missing may be estimated in the weeks to come, actual figures will take much longer. Some 17,000 people went missing during the Lebanese civil war, never to be found. But some have hope that the fall of Bashar al-Assad in Syria has shed more light on missing persons in the region, and that more resources will be allocated to help find them. Priyanka Navani, TRT World, Beirut, Lebanon.